So the last brush that I want to show you is this one here. This is just like a flat type of brush. This is kind of, I don't know, you can use it for anything, but I would use this mainly for the one brush stroke technique. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's when you use two colors and then they blend together. So I'm just going to show you quickly how I do that. This is the only thing I use my brush, like this type of brush for. So with your paint, I'm just going to use the pink and the pink and black that I've had before, and as you can see here, this is what I'm going to be doing. So what you want to do is dip half your brush in black and then dip your other half in pink. So make sure you have a decent amount, and then what you want to do is just brush it back and forth. So if I can get that focused, just brush it like that, just to mix the colours. If you want to brush the other way, just flip your brush around, and then do the same. This will just blend the colours. If you want more pink, just grab more pink and then blend that. So when you have a good blend, okay, so what you want to do is start from any corner and kind of press the brush down and then curve it out, and then you'll get a blended kind of stroke. Okay, I mixed too much pink in there, so it looks kind of gross, but that's how you would do it. If you do it properly, you'll get a nice divide between the colors and a nice blend between the center of them. So that's just what I use this brush for. Okay, next up I have my dotting tools. Okay, so I don't know if this will be relevant to you or not, but I'm just going to show you how I dot anyway, just to get nice even dots or something of the sort. But the thing with dotting is, if you're deciding between paint and polish, I would recommend polish for anything like this size, just because you get a nicer distribution of colour on the nail. And what happens with paint is, if you use paint with this size, what happens is it forms a peak, so you don't really want that. So I would suggest maybe paint for really thin dots like this one here. And in general with dotting tools, what happens is, if you dip your dotting tool in something and then you dot in a line, what happens is obviously the dot will be bigger and it'll get smaller and smaller. So to avoid that, what I do is, okay, I'm just going to use paint for the sake of this because I don't really have any polish here at the moment. Actually I might, but I'll show you with the small dotting tool. So just with this tiny end, what I do with the dotting tool is kind of just do that, just to get a nice distribution of paint, and then might swirl it around and then dot it outside first, just to get a feel of how the dot will come out. And then on the nail, I'll just create tiny dots. Sorry, kind of dried out while I was moving. So you just get like really tiny dots. It's good for, like, if you want bigger dots, just kind of dip your dotting tool in the paint, like more, like don't use the thin end of it. If it's like kind of blobby, just dip it right in the middle of it, so you'll get more product like that, and then you can get bigger dots. You see what happens, how the dot's getting kind of smaller. What I do is, if I want even dots, I'll just dot, clean, dip it in again, and then dot, and then I'll get like kind of even amount of dots. I just did this really quickly so it doesn't really look the same, but if you want them the same, I usually don't dot them more than twice to get them the same size. With small ones it doesn't really matter, but with like something like this size or this size, I kind of just only dip it twice or so. So I do have nail polish with me here. I'm just going to put some on my dish. And you want to work with it while the polish is still pretty wet. It won't dot as well if it's tacky, so keep that in mind. So with the dotting tool, same deal, just kind of swirl it around a bit just to distribute it. I like just to dot it a few times. So I'm just going to dot on this red here. So I just dot, and then clean it up a bit. Swirl it around the same deal. Dot, and then clean it up. And then dip it again. And then dot. And then you'll get like fairly even dots. So that's it with the dotting tools, and that's it with all the main tools that I use. So if you like this tutorial, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to visit my blog, please visit www.copythatcopycat.blogspot.com. And I hope this tutorial was helpful for you, and thank you. Bye!